OMG BBG! Welcome back to another Beyblade Burst unboxing. We have Pro Series today, and it's another banger Mirage Fafnir with the original part. So this is a hype release.
Hasbro knows what's up now.
Yeah, so this is actually a Bey that I would consider a pretty popular one, considering that Free does use this Bey in the anime and to compete together in the tag team tournament in the show. So this is actually a pretty sought after Bey in my opinion. So releasing this one, absolutely just great decision. Great decision. Let's take a look at the back of the box really quickly here. You guys already know what's up with this Bey. Of course, it's a stamina type, it's a left spinning Bey, and the specialty is spin stealing. You can see from the description here, for the energy layer, we have attack absorption ring. Now, of course, this Bey probably doesn't absorb attacks as well as some of the other versions of Fafnir, but nonetheless though, Fafnir is a sick Bey to have, so I think you guys should be buying this anyways, no matter what. With the 2S double chassis, you can see here it is left and right spin compatible, and it has two modes, which we'll show you later on in the unboxing. You can have in two different positions. It'll change up the performance. With the driver and the performance tip, you have the ability of the spring-loaded tip, which is your nothing driver, classic Fafnir driver. For the stats, stamina is almost maxed out. Weight, surprisingly, is maxed out. I don't remember, but was this Bey that heavy?
Not really.
Yeah, I don't remember it being that heavy for them to put like a max stat for that, but whatever. Attack is kind of in the middle there. Actually a little bit higher than what I would expect it to be because of that second mode, that one mode that we get with this Bey that makes it hit pretty hard. So let's get to the unboxing, but right before we do that, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications so you don't miss the next video. You can find us on Instagram at Geek Dosage and on TikTok at BeybladeGeeks Official.
So Mirage Fafnir also comes with a launcher. Yep. It's a left light launcher. Always got that longness colorway though.
Yeah, that's true. Because that was the first left spin Bey, right?
Yeah. It still just keeps reminding me of longness though, this launcher.
No worries. At least you get a launcher that you can actually use with this guy. But we have like a billion of these launchers now, so honestly, pretty useless to us, but maybe you guys will need it. So not a big deal. We get a few stickers. Nice to see. Ooh, there we are. Man, it feels pretty lightweight, but once again, it's just the top, right? Just the energy layer. Colors are looking a little bit faded. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of like lost its shine compared to the Takara version, but whatever.
Yeah, that's the theme with the Pro Series stuff. Like the plastic, there's still a bit of a variation.
Yeah, it's a little bit more dull for sure, but nice to see all of the sparking parts though. Like 2S chassis, man, sick, so awesome. So let's put the stickers on. Stickers are on. Let's take a look at all of the parts really quickly here. Honestly, everything looks pretty fresh.
Similar to the same criticism as the previous Takara original release, I feel like the first impression of this is like, why are we getting a nothing driver? This performance tip is just so old.
It is so old, but also was super fun to use back in the day too. They could have definitely innovated and given us something a little bit, you know, more adventurous. So let's take a look at the Sparking chip or the Super King chip. I did notice right away that the colors are dull compared to the Takara version. You can see that the dragon, so like Fafnir itself, the gold paint is a little bit more yellow. It has less of that shiny orangey tinge to it. Even the Sparking chip core, the green color is also a little bit dull too. Seems a little bit faded. The energy layer base is sick. This is where all the rubber is. This part though, it is very thin. It's not like a super crazy thick wall of rubber.
That's the theme for all the Sparking Beys that have a double chassis. But I'm glad they stuck with the original parts though.
Yep, we have to really celebrate that this is actually rubber. Although Mirage Fafnir wasn't known to be like the best spin stealer out of all of the other generations of Fafnir, this is still great and it'll still spin steal a bit for sure. Now onto the double chassis, we have 2S. So this is also a really cool and it's pretty unique because this was the first time we saw the 2S chassis in Sparking. It does have two modes, and depending on how you position this, when you lock the whole Bey together, you can have your regular mode or you have a counter mode. The counter mode will basically offset the blades for the 2S chassis from the rubber blades on the energy layer base, and you essentially have like a 6-bladed design meant to counter other left spin Beys. That was always the biggest downfall for Fafnir when going up against another left spin like Longinus and kind of getting bullied. So counter mode will help deflect some of those attacks and redirect that power to the opponent, and hopefully you'll be able to get like some knockouts and good attacks in. Last but not least, we already touched on this, but we get the nothing driver. And the nothing driver is, you know, pretty simple. It has a spring-loaded tip, but it was also really fun to use too because you can pull off things like the nothing break. Basically, when the tip gets retracted and it stays like that, you can actually send Mirage Fafnir around the stadium super quick. We have like a whole video that we did. So although this is not a super special or super new part, still very fitting for the Fafnir Bey. All right, let's weigh the Bey just like how we normally do. We need to compare it to the original Takara Tomy, but this one's the Hasbro one first.
So Hasbro Pro Series, 62 grams.
Yeah, so I don't expect it to be heavier. Pretty sure Takara Tomy will be heavier.
Takara Tomy, 62.99 grams, so 1 gram difference.
Okay. Oh, and keep in mind, yeah, like this driver here is from our Drain Fafnir,
yeah.
I think, because we super glued some of our original parts, but anyways, either way though, same thing. But a gram difference though, I mean, it's probably missing just like all of our other bays, like it's missing from every other part. You know, each part has a little bit of weight shaved off.
Yeah, pretty typical Pro Series stuff from Hasbro. Plastic is a little bit lower quality and a little bit lighter.
This Bey is very loose though, guys, so be careful. 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
That comeback.
the Pro Series Judgment Joker.
Oh, you actually have rubber on yours too. Oh, you actually beat me? Dang, your driver.
Let's try Master Diabolos.
3, 2, 1. I'm in the normal absorb mode.
And Master Diabolos is right spinning, so it's going to equalize a little bit.
Yeah, by the time that the Beyblade game has made it this far or into this stage, the nothing driver was like outclassed now, right? Like, there's better options. Just barely winning. Okay, I'm gonna hand spin this next one.
Oh,
Let's
yeah?
do some spin stealing. 3, 2, 1, shoot!
So, maintaining. As long as you touch me.
Come on.
The touch me challenge.
Let's go.
It
yes,
won.
and it takes it all. So it still does spin steal, but as you can see, it's not as crazy as some of the other ones. All right, let's go into counter mode and go up against the left spin Bey. So you guys can see all of the recoil.
Is it gonna be able to actually counter my longness that's also left spinning?
3, 2, 1, shoot!
Okay.
I had nothing braked into my death. Oh my god, that was awful. Like I said, guys, you have to be very careful with this Bey because it is very loose. 3, 2, 1, shoot!
It's like more aggressive now.
Oh, let's go.
It did it. It did what it was advertised to do.
Ideally, that's what you want when going up against left spins. That is it for Mirage Fafnir unboxing. What do you guys think? This Bey, honestly, I don't even think we need to really give you our verdict because it should be obvious, guys. I think it's a must buy. It's a must buy. You have to get it. Although the spin stealing isn't as crazy as some of the previous generations, like I've mentioned multiple times now, it's still one of the best in my opinion because they did such a good job with Free and Fafnir in the anime, in my opinion. They gave him some really cool anime moments with nothing break and everything.
The later waves of Pro Series were like bangers after bangers.
Yeah, for real. I think this wave that we're getting right now with Infinite Keelys and everything like that, the later ones, now that we're in the Sparking generation for the releases, just fire. Just straight fire. So go buy these. They are a little expensive, but no big deal. It's worth the extra quality compared to the other Hasbro products that you guys may or may not be buying.
Yeah, if you can't find the Takara Tomy original release and you see these in store, go for it.
Dude, it's as good as it gets over here, okay? Like this video, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one, all right? As always, geeks out.